For 13 days, we're celebrating the 6-month anniversary of our Gotcha Day with Cadence by rewatching and reacting to our India trip with our kids.
Today is day 6, our first day back in New Delhi, starting Katie's week-long exit process.
Welcome to day 6 of our celebration of the 6-month anniversary of when Cadence came to be in our family. We are going day by day through our trip to India and reacting. We hope you've been enjoying the videos so far. We have 5 days behind us. We have 7 days in front of us. Today is day 6. So we're excited to get down to the video. It's kind of an interesting video because when we got back to New Delhi, we were not just tourists in New Delhi, just having fun and seeing the city. We had a very strict schedule of the things that we needed to do that you have to do before you can leave the country with your adopted child. So that's the process that you're going to see beginning, and then we, in between, start trying to make the most of our time by maybe seeing the city or getting to know some people or things like that. So, who's ready to see the video?
Me!
Okay, let's watch it. Dun, 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 dun. We're all late today.
Wearing one of her dresses
She looks so pretty.
Yeah.
She looks like India.
She looks like India. She embodies India. Yeah. Do you know where that dress came from, Katie?
Yeah.
Where did it come from?
She's so independent.
Ah, that's right, Navajivan. They gave it to her. They let her pick
3 or 4.
3?
3 or 4.
I think they feel like they let her pick 3 dresses.
No,
4? Okay.
One that I choose.
Okay.
They didn't have it.
Oh, so you ended up, did 4 include what you were already wearing, the blue shirt and the yellow pants?
Wow.
Was that the 4th one? Okay.
No, not at all. Mostly people are not alert at all when they drive. What is the, how young?
We talked to so many people. This was probably
21.
Aside from Ramesh back in Kolkata, I think he was the first guy we really sat and just talked to and tried to get an idea for his life and what it was like to just be doing what his job was in this city on the other side of the world. You know, what is
Away from his family. His family didn't live there.
Oh, I know. So many of the people we spoke to, many of them were men, and they were living in a city, like a big city like New Delhi, working, and their family was back home somewhere,
In the country or something.
like many hours away, and they would come into the city, work, and live there to make money to send back home. So they spent a ton of their time separated from their families. My dad didn't live that way permanently, but there was a time, I think back in the 80s, where he worked in Georgia because there was no work in Florida, or no work in Miami at the time. And I remember my dad always saying that was one of the toughest times in his life, was being away from the family. Really, really tough.
Yes.
So we're on our way to the first major appointment of the week. Do you know where we're headed, Katie?
No.
Oh boy, maybe you'll remember when you see it. Probably Katie's least favorite thing that we had to do.
Oh, there it is, yes.
Is the
Not probably,
dogs.
definitely her least favorite.
Remember those dogs?
Yeah. In America, if there's a dog roaming around, it's like you stay away from it. It could be ravenous or something. Like, it's always assumed it's a bad dog or something.
All these dogs look so
Also
sickly.
Ramesh here.
I know.
And he's a Christian. When we get back in the car, he's going to tell us his testimony about his wife being healed. They tried every religion, apparently, in India, and he said, God is working here. Unbelievable. Can't wait to hear it. But here we go to the appointment.
Yeah, we didn't know that didn't open until, 10?
Yeah, we showed up an hour before it opened
I feel like it was more than that.
and just sat there.
Which is, this is living area. It's going to get access.
Didn't we have an appointment, or did we just show up?
I don't think you could make an appointment, or I can't remember right now.
Is Kaden... Wait, in this part, is Kate getting the shock?
I just can't get over it. I have to talk more about this. Yeah, well,
So did we know positively that she would have to have the injection?
And he asks us if we believe. What was the first thing he asked us? Do you believe in luck? He asked us, do you believe in luck? And we said, no, we believe in fate and faith. And by fate, I meant God's sovereignty. And it wasn't going to just come out and say that. And he said, oh, and I said, and I just came out and said, yes, we're Christians. And we believe in one God, and we believe He is sovereign. He's always in control. And I never mentioned the name Jesus, and he said, I also believe on Jesus. And I hit his shoulder and I said, yeah, awesome. And he reached around and he shook my hand, and it's just, God just keeps doing this.
That's crazy.
This is awesome. This is so cool. God could stop right now. We're already blessed, but He just keeps doing little things to give us connections with people. So He's going to tell us His testimony all about His wife being healed, he said.
I'm just now noticing that picture in the background.
Oh, man.
That's really pretty. It looks like a mountain range we have in America called the Tetons. Teton. I'm sure that's not that.
Oh no.
Now do you remember? That's as much as I recorded of that terrible, terrible day.
Okay, thank you.
Do you remember that?
That was rough.
Oh my gosh, she had 3 nurses pinning her down.
It was really rough.
Remember
Did you
that?
ever cry
Yep.
for the first time?
Or 2 nurses and you.
It took me to hold her completely.
And it's not.
Do you want to talk about it?
Ones in America, they had to use
No, I didn't think so. It's all right. You don't have to say a thing. It was hard. It was so. Oh my goodness! It was so frustrating. Just completely, because your child is already in transition. Your child's trying to bond with you.
She did not like it. We had to hold her down. Took Melanie.
You're already trying to bond with your child, and you don't want anything to get in the way of that. And then you have to be the one to take this child who, let's face it, that child doesn't trust you yet, and you have to hold them down. And this girl is incredibly strong. She's got like Hulk strength. When she doesn't want to do something, she's not going to do something. And I was trying to hold her down, and she was wiggling right out of my arms. I felt like so weak. She made me feel weak. And then because she started flailing, like moving every appendage, and somehow the wiggling she was doing with her leg was helping her wiggle the arm loose. It was like unbelievable. And so Melanie had to help hold like one arm. I was holding another arm, plus trying to hold her legs down with my other arm. And then a nurse was having to help. And then they're speaking Hindi to her. And we keep going, don't even bother, just stop trying to speak Hindi to her. It's just going to confuse her more than she's already confused. And we were like, does anybody speak Bengali here? Nobody spoke Bengali, so we're just, ugh.
Katie must have been
Correction.
so...
One person spoke Bengali, and that was the doctor. And the doctor was not the... Well, the doctor was not the one to administer shots. The doctor only sees you the next day after your child has already been seen to have passed the test. Because the injection was for tuberculosis, a TB injection. They're making sure she doesn't have a tuberculosis before she leaves the country.
I promise you can have chacos if you're good at the doctor. And she gave me her little head tilt.
All I'm saying.
You got chacos. We did it.
And she was an angel while she was having the exam done. She didn't know there was going to be a shot.
Yep.
So
yeah, there was
and
more.
It's not like you can tell her, oh, you're gonna get a shot and freak her out even more.
And we didn't know. I guess injection is a more commonly known word. We use the word shot, like a shot. You can get a shot in your arm.
Chacos, which is a little.
I've only had once in my life.
You probably had it more. You just blocked out the painful memories.
Chacos is the chocolate cereal of choice by kids in India.
And I think I haven't gotten
There were commercials back in Kolkata. There were commercials on TV for
Ever.
Chacos. There's like a little song. So she likes her chacos, so we ordered her some chacos to the room.
We could say the word chacos and she would instantly smile.
Light up, yeah.
Chacos.
Very good. And we were in the doctor's
It works.
Did it work?
Yeah.
It never even dawned on us
Chacos.
that they weren't local. We thought they were just
I think we just found a running
an
gag.
immigration appointment. Well, they just
But then she's feeling crying.
Yeah, we could just go.
Chacos, and she's like,
We adopted cadence from the Far East.
Everyone's been asking, did you find Chacos? Did you find Chacos? We can get Chacos if we order them on Amazon, and it's like $20 a box.
45 minutes.
But it's Nestle that makes them?
Connected. They had a little baby.
Kellogg's?
11
Kellogg's, I
months
think.
old.
Kellogg's makes other chocolate cereals that taste the same. They're just molded in a different shape. So
Not
it's
worth us spending
And that's
the
not where we
$20.
adopted a baby from.
because the $20 because there's a monkey on the box. Like I think that's the
Yeah.
mascot.
They were from Minnesota and they were adopting through Holt International. Some of you out there, you know who you are. You Obittles, you know.
We got to meet other adoptive families
Yeah, that was really cool.
at the medical center because everyone in Delhi has to go through the same medical center. So it's like a single point where all these adoptive families have to come
Just working and
because this is a required appointment. There's no way around it.
And all that. We don't have a guide. We're just going at it alone.
That guy was nice.
I guess we're
Oh, okay.
I kind of wish we had a guy.
But he's great.
Yeah,
And we got to meet him
that
and
would
told us
have been
some
nice,
stories about
but
people he's worked with recently and
it,
this office.
Other-
But evidently, Holt has like this hotel that's just for adoption that they work with. And they were like, "Oh, you're probably staying at that hotel." I was like, "No, we're staying at the Marriott."
we're at the Marriott. Everyone else was at like a Hilton, and I think the Hilton did deals and stuff. I don't know. And everyone from Holt International, all the parents who were going through Holt International, had this guy that was kind of walking them around and helping them,
Yeah.
speaking the language. And whenever, for those people, whenever you come up against someone who doesn't want to be nice to you, doesn't want to help you, doesn't want
Right.
to deal with you, having someone who speaks Hindi who can just say, "Listen, look, just be nice to the people." They're, who can just kind of level with them in a way you can't.
Right.
They had to drop their
Or would struggle to.
When
So we were at a disadvantage in that way, but not having a guy and doing it on our own let us go at our own pace,
That's true.
which was a faster pace than the original plan. And we may not have been able to leave India earlier if we had a guy leading us through the process.
And we're warriors, let me tell you, it is worth every minute.
the guy
every
does
second.
that
Good
you
things
always
come to
seen
those who
in
wait,
India,
and good
and
things come
you
to
wish
those
you
who work hard.
would have him back in
A lot
Florida.
of hard work.
He was really nice.
He was very
Another
nice.
little
Yeah.
blessing of talking to families who've been going through what you're
He
going
loves
through.
college
We said
football
it in the-
teams.
okay, Melanie,
He owns like a
it's not
T-shirt
getting-
or a jacket or a baseball cap of like
keeps blessing and blessing and
30 teams,
We
like
said-
Alabama. I'm like, listen, I didn't tell him, but the whole time I wanted to tell him, like, all the people in America who love those teams would want you to burn the other 29 products. Like, in America, you choose one team and you die by that team. But he was like, no, I just love the culture of sportsmanship. Like, he's a cool guy.
No idea.
And he was showing us pictures of all the families he's helped. Like, this family was here last week. This family was here 2 weeks ago.
On top of it, he nourishes us
And
spiritually.
boy, if I were
You know, we're not
in college
here in the
football
land
and I
where
was
there
a
is
player,
a church
I
on every
would be
corner.
a star.
You
Where
would.
Christ has talked about
Yeah, you sure would.
the ride back.
Mommy and Daddy be going to all your games, and or you,
Mommy
whoever
would
it
be
is.
freaking out at all your games.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
hurt.
Logie Bear, be
His
careful.
wife was a Christian, but he was a a strict, very religious Hindu, not
Okay.
a nonchalant Hindu, a
When
very
I'm in,
heavily
when
practicing
I'm a
Hindu.
teenager,
Oh man,
I'll
and
go
I mean the
play.
story was.
You
just
gonna play
profound.
football?
His wife.
Well, we'll see.
That's my
just kept
new
inviting him to
sport.
church.
We'll
inviting
see.
him to church, inviting him to
And
church.
Erica's
Not like
favorite
what you hear in
sport
America,
is soccer.
about one.
So I guess this day
one
was
spouse
probably one of the more
that spouse was
traumatic
and
days. Like,
and trying to
you
share
can tell that when we got back to the room, we were exhausted, and it's not even lunchtime yet, and we were like, ugh, I can't believe we just had to do that. It went as bad as it could have.
We can listen to someone talk. We get
The beautiful thing though,
I want
Katie wasn't like,
and tell you that
it didn't make her retract from us.
and his
Yeah.
Were you mad at us at all when you had to get that shot in your arm? The injection in your arm?
That he beat her.
Do you remember me having to hold you down really tight like this while they did it in your arm?
And
No?
he was just
Oh,
angry
good,
that she
good. I'm glad. Don't even worry about it. It's no big deal.
insulted
Where's
him
Katie?
By asking him
Huh?
to come to a
Where's
Christian
She's probably right next to us in the bed.
Jesus and Jesus
No.
alone.
I think she's eating.
And she stood up.
You
No,
should
she's
cereal.
we can see her mouth.
And she
I
said
can't
these
hear her
words.
mouth.
She said, "You can beat me, but will you please come to church?" I had never heard any testimony like that before. I can't imagine a more graphic way to hear about the concept of turning the other cheek. She put herself at risk in front of an angry person, and something about that moment humbled him. Ramesh said it humbled
I'm hearing the cartoons in the background. That's what Katie's doing. She's probably just glued to cartoons.
There was something about
We let her get her way for the rest of the day because it was so traumatic. She got chacos for lunch and cartoons instantly. We tried to just make the rest of the day about, let's have fun, let's make up for this. Because you don't know if your child's going to be like, wow, what did I sign up for here? That these people on day one of me being in their life, they do this to me. So good news is I was saying this earlier, her temperament didn't change. She didn't retract from us and become hesitant. She wanted just as much affection. So I think even though we really couldn't communicate as much as we wanted to with her, that we're sorry that had to happen, but it was a necessity. She seemed to be okay with it to a degree. I think she understood that doctors and medical stuff is a normal part of life, because by that point, what the orphanage would do is they had a doctor or a nurse come in and do all of the regular checkups for every child all in one day. So she was probably used to having, at some point, a doctor comes and measures your body and does all that stuff, and height and weight. I don't know about shots. I do know she had shot records. She had tons of shots done while she was at the orphanage. They gave us a shot history. There we go. Got some chacos. Chacos.
Wait, do we still have those?
We'll
I
probably.
should have brought some. If I would have thought, I should have.
Up in Orlando. Hot? Oh, it's hot. Yeah, give her some of my
I gave her a spring roll with sweet chili sauce. It was hot.
And a spring roll for lunch. And Melanie's eating a panini, and she's got breakfast cereal and ice cream. So it's just a really even meal. We need to go to Telbridge and get her
Do
apple
dogs
flakes when we get
take
home.
up your blood?
No,
Shots?
they
Do
didn't.
shots take your blood?
No, they didn't take blood from her. They put an injection of a serum in her, a little bit, to test whether she had something called tuberculosis.
Sandwich.
She didn't.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And what about these?
But
What are
some
these?
shots will do that. They'll put a needle and they'll take blood, like how mommy was in the
To
hospital.
test your blood, right?
She was
Okay,
one
but
of
don't say that. It's making
Smell-
noise,
smell-
please.
Okay, relax. Let's stop talking about blood.
She's going to town in that bowl of cereal, though.
Sorry we had to talk about injections so much today. That's
Wonderful table manners.
what this video was about.
Really well in that, and we don't even have to tell her. There's ice cream sitting right there on the table. She will not touch the dessert until she finishes her whole meal. She eats everything in the proper order.
That was consistent at every single meal
But come on.
So
that we had. We could have the dessert brought to the table or whatever.
Mom doesn't have the willpower. Mom is eating berry ice cream while the panini's still there on her plate. So she does wonderful. When we took her to her first buffet that day, go back a couple days, when we were picking out her food on the plate, if you look at the video where you can...
That red cheesecake will be dessert.
Yeah, that's it. Where you can see the shot of her plate, the little red cheesecake. She ate everything around it and ate it last. And we're watching her. She does it with every meal.
There was something so mature about her the day we met
you can just
her.
trust her to put
Nothing
food
you
in
had
front
to
of her.
teach.
She does what she's supposed
Like
to do. She's such
a part of her character that wanted to just,
lady. Okay,
not
this is
wanted,
the
had to
third
be an
time
adult.
she's put-
had to grow up faster than she should have to.
You little drama queen. Oh, that face. You little drama queen. What is this? We have no idea what's going on in these Indian soap operas, and she puts them on and just is glued to them. These creepy looking bad guys.
think she
Yeah,
even
the bad
does.
guys in these things are extremely bad looking, like very, very weird by our standards. And she just giggles. You're a drama queen, aren't you? You're a drama queen?
In American soap operas, the way they write them is completely different than Indian. In American soap operas, the bad guy actually typically no one knows he's the bad guy. He's able to fly under the radar. It seems to me that in a lot of the Indian soap operas, at least that we saw, they make sure that you know who the bad guy is, because he's got like this look, and the way they pan in on him, and the music they play, it's like, yeah, that's the bad guy. There's no doubt about it. It's so dramatic.
We had a great dinner.
And there's another one of your dresses, right?
They have this incredible buffet at the hotel, and this ain't no Golden Corral. This is an international, top-notch buffet with food from all over Asia and North America.
Golden Corral is like a second-rate buffet in America, if you're not familiar with what Golden Corral is. I'm sure there's some very nice Golden Corrals out there.
And, oh my goodness.
Melanie likes Golden Corral.
Me too.
Oh, yeah?
Mommy's sweater? Got mommy's sweater on?
I know what golden.
It's not a top-tier buffet. We'll just say
Okay,
that.
do you remember what's in that buffet? We didn't even know that second part was even available.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the first 2 days.
Yeah. When we got back, there was a whole other side of the buffet we didn't even realize existed. And it had all like the Chinese food too, and the sushi and all the stuff that I would have loved. So I missed it for a day. That's it for today's video. What do you think? What do you think? You didn't like it because of the shots? I mean, okay, thank you for your honesty, your candor. That's not surprising.
Okay. It wasn't a fun video.
It's not a fun video. It's a video where we had to do the needful. We didn't get to choose what we did. We had things that the Indian government said and the United States government had agreed that we must do in order for her to come home, and this was one of them. So there's a few more days where we have to do things like that, and we have to go to different appointments and go to different places, get different pieces of paper signed so that we could bring her home. At this point, we legally couldn't leave the country with her. Did you realize that?
No.
Nope. We had to complete this whole process, which included the medical appointment.
It's like a Breath of the Wild quest.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes, we were on a quest. We were on a video game-like quest. Da-da-da-da-da-da! You got the medical approval form.
Because of the shot.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't like it because of the shot either. But I liked it. One reason I liked it is because of the chocos.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And now that we realize we can just whisper chocos and force Katie to smile at any point,
awesome.
that's almost torture for her. I can just imagine as she gets older and this becomes a running gag where she'll be like, no, you're annoying me. And someone just goes, chocos. And she goes, stop it, leave me alone, stop saying chocos, I want to be mad right now. I have words like that with Melanie where if I just whisper the word, she'll go, I can't stand that you can make me laugh on command sometimes.
Yeah,
I am mad right now. And she'll say it while she's actually breaking down into laughter. So that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share those 4 things every day. You would be just our best friend if you could do those things every day, because it helps our channel continue to grow and gain momentum. Don't forget, we want you to be reacting to these videos, so we hope that you'll go watch them. The link is in the description for each video, and then we want you to record yourself watching them, reacting yourself, and then upload that to your channel. Even if you've never uploaded a video, you can still upload it to your channel, and then send us the link. Put the link down in the comments, and we want to take all of those and put them together and create a montage, and maybe, if enough of you participate, we will react to that montage of you reacting to our Gotcha Day videos. One more time.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.